we've done a lot of complaining, you and me.
Oh, I'm
the
great
current
complainer.
situation. Yeah. And we're, we're fortunate to be in the position where we can complain and we can complain freely.
So far.
And so far, where do we go from here? Like, where do Canadians go from here? What do we do with this election? And what do you see our way forward properly? I know they're naive questions in some sense, I suppose. But
no, they are the questions. But not the problem. The fact is, of course, the election is only the illustration of the deeper problem. And the deeper problem, and I'm not being pretentious, is what we talked about for a considerable time in the previous interview. This is just an instance of an ethic, of a style. It's an instance of the new Western attitude where you self-derogate, where you attempt to cripple your own advantage, when you take on guilts that are not your own, when you assume virtues and you assume that the assumption of the virtues is the performance of the virtues, which is not true. In other words, it's idle in that sense, it's vain in another, and we've allowed our intellectual capacity to greatly devolve. We've outlawed honest, strong argument, and instead we traffic, and this is mainly from the left, we traffic in ugly insults and horrible terms and chase people off platforms. This is the 21st century in a Western democracy, as we said in the last one. So how do you think that in such a context, when the schools are running mad with their cult favorite causes rather than doing the job of teaching literature and music and mathematics, when the universities have allowed great streams of third-rate and fourth-rate fallacious thought wander in, how do you think politics would be spared from this? We are a harvest of things past. Where we go from here, I suppose it is feeble. You just keep pointing that we must return to some solid sanity, some solid rationality. We must respect the virtues that got us where we are. We must be grateful to the people who went before us, and we must become serious again. I think by our standing of living and the fact that we've been secure since the Second World War in the main sense, and we have not had the privations of our pioneer fathers or mothers, has made us careless and has allowed to evaporate the very central characteristics of personal character that brought us here. Maybe hurt will remind us that we have to relearn the very things that gave us what now we seem to be abandoning. Sorry to go on.
No,